I am always surprised when I look down and I can't see my stomach from my breasts. My body image is and always will be the smooth plane of my chest at 16. It was Jenny, flat as a penny, with all the teasing and taunting that came with it. I remember having to entertain the boss's son at my father's company picnic, and all afternoon he'd say things like, "Hey, you're a carpenter's dream, so flat as a board, you get lost in a lumber yard." I sat there with my forced smile. He was, after all, the boss's son, and I was a dutiful daughter. I sometimes forget my body is not that of a tomboy, still waiting to bloom. Sometimes I catch a glimpse of myself in a mirror sideways and I think, whoa, you've got breasts. Like I just discovered I could sing opera, when all along I thought I couldn't carry a tune. I remained barely an A cup throughout my freshman year of college. No one made jokes about my figure anymore, though. Along with half my dorm, I'd stopped wearing a bra, and that seemed to more than make up for any size deficiency. Sophomore year, I went on the pill, and my breasts grew to size C cup. Just as I thought the world saw me as a sexual creature despite my small breasts, I grew them, and my new bumps really rocked my world. You know, I could sometimes, I had to, think about where I was going because I would misjudge it and I couldn't clear objects in front of me. Once an elevator door almost closed on one as I was waving goodbye to a new beau. Oh! My clothes closet was booby-trapped. I had to have all my tops pinned shut at the breast button, and I had open safety pins on every shirt I owned. The first time I tried on my bathing suit, it had a decidedly different look to it. Oh, it was maybe too small, but what I fixated on was this. I had cleavage. For our annual spring thing, I donned my bathing suit top, grabbed a pair of cutoffs, and headed out to the lakefront. The people there were handing out official spring theme t-shirts, and I asked for one in my regular size. Sonny, that year's spring-themed chairman, found me as the festival closed down, and I thought he wanted to give me a rundown of the financials since I ran the student organization that funded Spring Thing. But instead, he said he wanted to present me with the Best T-shirt award. I was confused. How do you judge? I said, what's the criteria? All the t-shirts are exactly the same. "Geez," he said, "do I have to spell it out for you? It's how you fill out the t-shirt." And suddenly, my afternoon in the dunking booth made a whole new kind of sense. There had always been a long line of boys ready to dunk me in the water. Cold water. The very, very cold water. Well, I thought it was because I was a pretty important woman on campus. I had taken some unpopular stands, like donating the profits from Spring Thing to charity instead of to fund more beer bashes. I thought I had political enemies. Could it be they were really just a bunch of horny guys? I wish I could tell you that this news distressed me more. I had to acknowledge that the intellectual males at my exclusive university behaved no better towards women than the factory workers I thought I'd left behind in my old Ohio town. I knew this award would subtly but effectively undercut my political power. I knew I should be more distressed, but truthfully, at that moment, I could feel only joy. I was a sex object, something I'd secretly wished for since I was a flat-chested high school girl. It's been a long time since these perky C-cups were awarded first place that day, but they still surprise me. Just the fact of them. When my husband notices them, like when he comes to stand behind me and wraps his arms around me, cupping a breast in each hand and says, "I love these," I still break into a smile of joy.